Um, what else is in your mindset? What else do you see that needs help?
Okay, well, there are some positive things. I mean, we do have a bit of a disconnect, income inequality, which at municipal level we can't perhaps fix overnight. But we can encourage a little bit more people to stay. You know, I've talked about this being a place where people end up. I'd like this to be a place not where people come to live out their life, the remaining years of their life, so to speak. I'd like to be a place where people can live their whole life. And what I mean by that, it's not a platitude. It really means encouraging people, showing them that there's a way for them to stay. Instead of kids leaving Ringling and going to work for Disney and Pixar elsewhere, let's really work with the EDC. Let's get some true technology engines working here. Let's see what we can do with Bayfront 2020, which is a fantastic opportunity. 14 acres of prime Bayfront land that we can enjoy for generations, or we can screw it up. One of the most important things that we can do is regenerate our city in a new way. This doesn't have to be a scene from Cocoon 2. And that's not to impugn older people, because it's not like I'm 20. The reality is that we'll all get there. But a whole city is and includes everybody, kids, young adults, middle-aged people, and I don't think we accommodate them all as well. Downtown events is a big part of that. You know, let's get back Thunder by the Bay. Even if you don't like noisy bikes for one weekend, we can live with it. Chalk Festival, beautiful. Don't know why we don't have that. Well, I do, but I want to get it back. And encourage more of that. And ultimately, if people living in expensive condos downtown don't like noise, there are plenty of places in the city which are very quiet. But it shouldn't, and it really won't be the urban downtown core.
Okay. One thing I do think we have to ask or talk about is affordable housing.
Okay.
That's something that is a big concern in Sarasota. And I was just given some news today that it's my understanding, I believe on Monday, that Vengroff is going forward because there's one of the projects that he's looking at pulling out of now because he's saying they're putting all these roadblocks in place.
Really?
So first of all, what's your stance on affordable housing?
Okay, well, affordable housing, the measurement of it is essentially $1 a foot as far as rent's concerned. So two things about that. One, we should be increasing density in certain areas so we can build smaller apartments with smaller essential ground costs. And no roadblocks. You know, a 500 square foot apartment might not suit a family of four, but for a single guy who's on a limited wage, that guy can make a $500 a month rent. So that's affordable. And we can do that by increasing density. Not everywhere, not in your neighborhood, but in some neighborhoods. It doesn't need to have as much tight control about extra parking because, frankly, somebody in those circumstances may not have multiple vehicles. And if it's close enough to downtown, the question about increasing traffic would be moot too, because frankly, it'd be quicker to walk from one place to another.
I think if you get the affordable housing close, I mean, a lot of the people that are doing the service jobs would love to work downtown and then maybe not even have the expense of the vehicle.
Harvey's done a great service for the city in coming up with the project there on Fruitville, and I'd invite and welcome other entrepreneurs. You know, it's not for government to provide assisted housing. Assisted housing always ends up blighted, always ends up with all kinds of attendant issues. It is better in the private sector. We can cut impact fees to zero. We can increase density. We can do a lot of things, but we do have to stipulate at a bare minimum that a certain amount of the units are going to be genuinely affordable, and affordable based on the relatively low wages that unfortunately we still have in Sarasota is under $1,000 a month. I'd like to see more apartments between 600 and 800.
All right, Martin, unfortunately we're almost out of time here, but anybody who likes what they've heard and they want to maybe get involved in your campaign and help out, obviously I'm sure you're looking for donations, maybe looking for volunteers. How can they get in touch with you?
Well, I'm looking for votes more than anything else, but electmartinhyde.com has all of our policies on it. We have a Facebook page. If people feel compelled and driven to help to fund, we'd be happy to receive donations. But the most important thing is to listen to what I'm saying. It's common sense.
All right. Sounds good.
I've never seen that before. I don't know how to respond.
It's confusing a lot of people.
I can well imagine. Sorry.
He definitely knows. I mean, he's definitely showing that he's an outsider from politics.
Because, no question.
The received wisdom is that you can't say this and you can't say that. And in truth, I have to live and breathe. I have to walk around. I have to be an example to my kids, and I can't become somebody else. The measurement, most politicians, they always say have personality disorders or narcissistic or whatever else.
Psychopathic.
Absolutely. Well, there's an element of vanity. I don't think there's any question for everybody involved, and I think it would be wrong to suggest I don't have any either. But the bottom line is that I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing it for my kids, and I'm doing it for everybody else.
All right,
Very
Martin.
good.
Thank you very much. We really appreciate you joining us on the show here, and we look forward to having you back.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
All right, that's it for today. You've been listening to the SRQ Review here on WSRQ, the voice of Sarasota Manatee.